head hurts so bad.
So Phil, the soy boy, challenged me to a drinking contest last night.
We went shot for shot with each other with a bottle of Havana Club.
It goes without saying that I beat the fuck out of him.
The game ended in a tie.
You know, it's funny, I don't even drink. I don't like drinking, and I just beat the crap out of him.
We ended up crushing the entire bottle.
I guess it's just like Mexican genes working.
We went out afterwards too and met a guy named Daniel at one of the Wi-Fi hotspots here.
He took us to this really cool club, so the drinks were not that cheap because everything was in cooks, so that's dollars.
No, they were cheap.
For Mexican, no.
We were also supposed to get up really early today and meet with Carlos's contact, but that didn't happen.
He's such a whiny little bitch. We got the same amount of sleep, barely 2 hours, and he was all bitchy, just hungover and stuff.
Oh, I also woke up this morning with no money in my wallet, so that's fun.
Today we're going out again with Daniel.
He's gonna show us around a couple neighborhoods here in Havana.
All he's expecting is just for us to give him any kind of personal hygiene items because they are so scarce in here. So that's crazy. That just goes to show you how fucked up people are here. Oh, yeah.
Para Marcané, llego a Puerto, voy para Mayarí. De Alto Cedro voy para Marcané, llego a Puerto, voy para Mayarí. De Alto Cedro voy para Marcané, llego a Puerto, voy para Mayarí. Cedro voy para Marcané, llego a Puerto, voy para Mayarí.
It's kind of funny because I never use personal hygiene items. This neighborhood here is called Miramar. All of the houses in here, they're like small mansions and they have a minimum of 5 to 8 rooms. They have jacuzzis, pools, you name it. Okay, there's pretty much 3 kinds of people who actually live in this neighborhood. Foreigners who were able to buy houses, high-ranking military officers, and famous artists. So Daniel was kind enough to take us to this rich-ass neighborhood in Havana called Miramar. Every place we looked, we could see all these mansions. Daniel was telling us that all of them have at least 8 rooms, that most of them have pools, that they have jacuzzis and all those kinds of accommodations. Right in front of us, you can see a mall. He's telling me that later on we can just go in just so that you can see how ridiculous the prices are. Like, it's expensive, like really expensive. On the upper levels, it works like condos for diplomatics and, you know, government, visiting government officials. Sierra Maestra.
Yeah. Sierra Maestra se llama Sierra Maestra por un lugar que se llama Sierra Maestra en Cuba, que es donde está el pico turquino, la montaña más alta de Cuba, queda en el oriente del país. Que Sierra Maestra fue donde se empezó la lucha por la independencia de Cuba.
You know what Sierra Maestra is?
Yeah, the
What
mountain
is it?
range. Right?
What mountain range?
In Cuba.
Oh yeah, but you know, like why it's so iconic?
Yeah, it's where Fidel was located before you. Yeah, you quizzing me?
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
You're really freaking quizzing me, Carlos.
Because you're a story boy.
Oh my god.
Okay, one of the most surprising things in this rich-ass neighborhood was the fact that we actually ran into our very first mall in Cuba. You could see all these American brands on display. Any famous sports brand that you can think of was there. Like they had huge signs. And Daniel was explaining that because of the blockade, most of the trade that Cuba does with the outside world is with China. He was telling us that in that mall, which is for the rich Cubans, the only items that they sell are knockoffs, Chinese knockoffs. And he was asking Will how much his sneakers were in the US. Will said that they were for about 100, and then Daniel said that in here those knockoffs, the knockoff version of those of his footwear are actually more expensive than the original ones. They go for like 124 cooks or dollars. A few moments to see if that water is going to actually hit here, because if it does, we're fucking done. Yeah, mira, look, it just started. So we're sitting inside the mall because the mall was next to the beach. In the distance we see this big ass storm coming at us. And we were just gonna wait it out inside, because as soon as we stepped outside, it just started to fucking rain, like pouring. Do you remember the first Jurassic Park movie and how like the fucking storm, like that was in Costa Rica, right? But same shit. So we need to wait it out.
Ya ponla el programa también.
No, faltan 6 meses nada más.
Oye, ¿tiene agua que no va a haber más?
We were gonna wait it out, but one of our teammates was really pissing himself. And surprisingly, even though it was this upscale mall in an upscale neighborhood, the restrooms were shitty. Like they were literally shitty. I'm pretty sure I saw a mixture of blood. For any reason, the person who did that to the restroom sees this episode. Dude, you need to go to the doctor. You probably have anal fissures or something. Let it be known that if we get hit, we're gonna be hit hard.
Hit by what?
That teammate freaked out, and the teammate just wanted to fucking reach a safe haven. So that person starts running in the distance with the pouring rain. Being that I'm the only fucking Spanish speaker, I had to chase after him. Thunder began to fucking strike everywhere. I shit you not, I was fucking scared. Like, I'm pretty sure a fucking lightning bolt just fucking hit next to me.
No me va a quedar esa guardia. Oríllate aquí.
Hey, Phil. So I had caught up with that teammate, and he was kind of in shock. So we tried to take cover into a fucking tunnel. All sorts of things happened there. Like everybody was just so fucking pissed and broken down. In the end, some of them, they just decided to, you know what, fuck it. They gave their things to us because we were gonna wait it out in the fucking tunnel, and they just fucking started walking towards the apartment, the Airbnb. After they went, Phil, this Daniel guy, and me, we decided to take the public transportation system in Cuba, which it's not for tourists, it's just for the working class people. We followed Daniel, it was still pouring. We waited for about 15 minutes at the bus stop, and even though it was such a crappy situation, I started to get excited because from an ethnographic point of view, that's one of the best things that can happen to you, because that's the chance that you have to bond with the locals. And we did. We started to talk with people who were waiting for the bus and who were all fucking getting soaking wet. So we were on equal terms. We had something to talk about. The bus comes, we get inside, it's packed, as you can imagine. I think we were the only two fucking foreigners in that bus. I'm sure about that because I still stand out from the rest of the Cubans. And I knew that everybody was looking at us. Like, oh shit, what the fuck is up with this soaking wet fucking extra foreigners? We got off after 3 stations, and then we had to make a run for the fucking apartment. While we were running, like all of the streets were flooded. We were just walking to all these fucking spontaneously created rivers down the streets, creeks and whatnot. That was fucking cool. Like it was fucking cool. That was the first time that I felt connected to the real Cuba.